Good morning, Logan. First of all, thank you for the fantastically in-depth comic book review. I've always wanted to go into this tiny little comic book store in Fort Collins, but I've never gotten a chance to, and now I'm totally going to go in there and buy a comic book. Thank you. Over the past few days, a lot of things have happened to me. First, it turns out that that place that I went to interview at, Mugs, isn't actually hiring. Like, the lady called me and said that they were looking at her summer schedule, and she was like, actually, there isn't any room on the schedule for another person, so I'm sorry for wasting your time. So that was a little depressing. Second, I got a job interview at this really cool independent movie theater that's in Fort Collins. It's just this really cool independent film place that has like coffee and drinks and homemade burritos and cookies and stuff, and it's very like artsy and retro, and I don't know, it's really cool, and I would be super excited if I got to work there. Third, I get to be a part in editing the introduction to marketing textbook, and I'm really excited about that because I love books and I love making books, and I'm really interested in the process of, you know, taking a book from somebody's idea and making it into something that's readable. So I'm really excited about that. Also this weekend I went to a hackerspace in Boulder, and if you don't know what a hackerspace is, it's basically a workshop for people who live in an apartment. They have really nice saws and a 3D printer and cool people there that you can hang out with, and this one had a homemade version of Galaga, and it was fun. And because you got to talk about your favorite books last time, I'm gonna do a very quick review of a couple of my favorite books. So without further ado, here are the top 6 books that I found laying around my bedroom. Travels with Charlie, which is amazing, and I think should be required reading just because the writing is so good. It's really awesome. Next is Catcher in the Rye. You're probably rolling your eyes right now because everyone hates Catcher in the Rye because nothing happens. I love Catcher in the Rye. I read it when I was 14, and it really spoke to me because I was worrying about the same things that Holden Caulfield was worrying about. I definitely could relate to Holden's criticism of the adult world. I really liked it. If you haven't read it, give it a shot. But, you know, if you don't like it, you don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. Next is Terry Pratchett. This is the first one that I read. I think was a gift, actually, from my uncle. But anyway, Terry Pratchett is amazing. And really, it's a series, but you can really just start anywhere in the series because there's no, like, inside jokes or anything that you miss if you don't read the series, like, chronologically. Because this book is actually in the middle, and I had like no problem, and I loved it. This is Garth Nix' Sabriel, a crazy awesome book about death mostly. Also, it talks about zombies before zombies were cool. And then this is Michael Crichton's Prey. Though scientifically unfeasible, it's very interesting and very cool. And you could probably read this whole thing in a day. It's very, very fast-paced. And finally, my all-time favorite, and also yours, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I bought it in the airport. Actually, I think I bought it as I was leaving New York. It's well-loved, to say the least. Whenever I feel like writing is not important, or, you know, or I'm bored with it, I read this book, and it makes me realize that writing is important. And I love this book because it asks a lot of questions that I think about, and that, Logan, is my top 6 books that I found laying around my bedroom. If I remember correctly, you are going to be in the Marines, like, this week. In that case, I wish you good luck, and you have my admiration and respect. I look forward to your video tomorrow. Bye.